I'm saucing on you. I'm swagging, oh. I'm ballin', I have a song on you.
The survey also found that it's not just the effectiveness that parents are questioning, but the safety. In fact, 28% believe the flu shot
the rest of my whole game. I am coming on here to rant. I was watching the news. Well, I'm watching the news, as y'all can see. And first of all, let me say that my prayers is going out to that little baby, and I am praying that that baby get the treatment if it needs skin grafts or whatever. Now, what I'm talking about is this family bought a Little Caesar pizza, and their oldest child, son, I think that's what they said, oldest son. Now, I don't know how old the boy is. Had the pizza, took the piece out, gave it to his little sister. The pizza scalded the baby on her hands, and maybe a little bit on her arm. Now, it's very badly, I think it's like second, maybe third degree burns on her hands and her arm. My thing is, I don't think that they should sue Little Caesars. And this is my reason why. Because Little Caesar didn't take the pizza out of the oven and then serve a slice of... They didn't serve the pizza by the slices and gave the little girl the pizza themselves. They cooked the pizza, put it in a box, gave it to the family. The family gave it to their son. I don't know how old their son was, but he had it. He then took a piece of the pizza out and gave it to his little sister. And like I said, I will be praying for the little girl, and I hope that she gets the help that she needs, and hopefully, things will work. But I don't think the parents, and this is just my opinion, I don't think they have a case. Because it wasn't from Little Caesar's workers to the child. Now, if the little boy got burnt and he picked up the pizza, I'm still hard to say that they don't got a case, but I don't know. It depends how old the child is. But what they said was, went to Little Caesars, gave the parents gave the pizza box to their son, to their older kid. Is a little boy, older son. I don't know how the little boy is, but he was older than the little girl. That's all I could tell you. I think the little girl was 2. And please don't quote me on that, but I think she was 2. And then he took the pizza out of the box and gave it a slice to his little sister. And my thing is, okay, let's say that he's 10. I know you're still a kid, but let's just say he was 10 years old. He's a little old enough to know that, ouch, this is hot. This is really hot. If I can't touch it, she definitely can't touch it. But, so he's old enough to know pain, but yes, young enough. I'm trying to play devil's advocate. I really am. I don't think the family has a lawsuit. That's just my opinion. Like, I would be devastated if something like it happened to my girls. I really would. I'd be devastated if I see that happen to a child in front of me, period. But unless it came directly from the workers to the little girl, or say if the little boy got scalded and it came straight from the worker to the little boy, I can't say that there's a case. But we know how businesses do. Or if you don't know, I know how businesses do. They're like, oh, well, so we don't get bad publicity, like the McDonald's, when that woman sued McDonald's because the pickle was hot and she bit the sandwich and her pickle fell on her chin and it burned her on her chin. It's like, okay, it had to be hot enough to where it was kind of have to burn your fingers. Because it's like, if it was truly that hot, you wouldn't have been able to bite it. Because you would have, and me as a fat kid, I could see it both ways. You would have either spit it out because it's too hot for your mouth to chew, or you're going to do the little chew breather, like that, the chew breathe. Either or. It's hot. Gary done fell asleep. He done fell asleep over there. Gary, turn off the TV. Thank you. But then that was also that dude that was drinking a hot cup of coffee and spilled it on himself. And he sued because he got scalded by hot coffee. Coffee is hot unless you get an iced coffee or a frappe. So, unless they gave it to him and it slipped out like from the worker's hand to his hand, and it actually slipped out of that worker's hand and scalded his lap, I don't think that should have been a lawsuit. Because you notice you're buying a hot, scalding cup of coffee. You drink at your own risk. Drink at your own risk. And the other thing that I want to come out and say, let me tell this little story, and then I'm going to talk about the other thing. When I was 7 or 8, let's say 8, because I think I'm 2 years older than the girl. Borderline 9, 8, borderline 9. When I was younger, it was this, and if y'all, and I don't know if this was everywhere, but I'm going to say the name of the company. And if y'all know what I'm talking about, if y'all know, like, because I don't think that company's around anymore. But anyways, Color Time. That's what I'm talking about. It was this girl, her siblings. Well, okay, her mom and dad was getting furniture, which that was a common thing back in the 90s. Like if you've seen a Color Time van or even a Hyatt Myers van or truck, you know that, oh, it's check day, and about the 15th or 16th, you see them vans again, you go, oh, who didn't pay their furniture bill? Common things. But, well, no, it was month to month. So it was like, once you seen the van, like at the end of the month, then you know, okay, ooh, you know, so-and-so mama didn't pay her bill or his bill, you know. Anyways, it's not important. So this had to be like one of the first of the months because this girl, mom and dad was, I don't know what they were getting, but they was getting furniture. Like I said, common thing. Everybody did it. And her siblings was playing on the van. And this is before the vans had the catch clothes thing. And anyways, door got slammed the girl's fingers in the door. She didn't lose her fingers. She did almost lose her fingers. And her parents sued Color Time. And I mean, it did some damage. It did a lot of damage. Like I'm telling you, like almost to the point she almost lost her fingers. So her parents sued, and like I was always on the fence once I heard the story. Cause I heard the story, but of course my 8-year-old mind didn't understand it. I'm gonna say 8. My 8-year-old mind didn't understand it or didn't comprehend it. But as an adult, I do understand it. As an adult, I do comprehend it. I am kind of leaning more towards, I don't think that they should have sued, but I think the reason why they won their lawsuit was because the workers that was driving the van, they were delivering the stuff and they left the doors open. And that's how her fingers got injured. I'm really thinking that's how they won the case. And I could be wrong, because this was in the early 90s. So, like, I don't know. I don't know the details. But that's my only way that I can think that it would kind of been justifiable if that's the reason why she won, was because the van was left unattended, but anyhow, so I just thought I'd throw that personal story in. But then the next thing I want to talk about, and it has nothing to do with lawsuits. Y'all know me. I've been worried, and I do still get worried about Pete Davis. He's the dude on Saturday Night Live. He looks so sickly. He really does. Like, I see him and I just worry about him, and I get to the I start thinking, oh my gosh, I haven't seen him in this amount of time. Maybe he's dead or in the hospital. That's where my brain goes with him. Excuse me. So, and that was because he really wasn't doing Saturday Night Live, and I couldn't figure out. I was like, is he sick? Is he all right? And I still think he looks terrible. Every time I see him, he looks thinner, which it don't look like he could get any thinner. And it's like if he gets any thinner, like, he's gonna start losing freaking bones. Like it looks like he got 0% body weight. And if he does got body weight, it's like 2%. That's what it looks like. It looks like he got like 1 to 2% body weight. And then he's tall on top of it. So maybe that's why, to me, it looks worse because of his height, and then he's not bigger than a quarter. But I noticed for like the last 2 weeks, like, he's been on Saturday Night Live. Like, he's been in like a couple of skits, and I'm just like, oh, well, he's back. He looks terrible because he looks really, really sick, but he's back, and I'm glad that he's back. You know, welcome back, Pete. And then I just heard on Messi Monday. Thank you, Zoe. Love Zoe. Was just watching Messi Monday with Zoe, and he was saying him and Pete Davis. I think it might be Davison. Crap, I forgot his last name. Pete and Ariana Grande broke up. And so in my head, I'm like, is that why he's been on the last 2 weeks of Saturday Night Live? I'm not saying it was her that was keeping him off of Saturday Night Live. It was just weird that he was on last week and he was on this past Saturday of Saturday Night Live, when before then he was maybe on like 1 episode, 2 at the most, like 1.5, like 1 to 1.5 episodes of Saturday Night Live, and I wasn't understanding it. Now, one might not have nothing to do with the other, but to me it looks odd. So yeah, so tell me what y'all think. You know, if I'm overreacting, just let me know I'm overreacting, and I will accept it, because I live my life in conspiracy theories and what else, and trying to figure out things that don't need to be figured out, because that ain't none of my business. That's his relationship, and that's his, that's his job, and and like that little baby, that's their business. And I give my 2 cents, but at the end of the day, they're my 2 cents, and nobody got to take them. It's just my opinion. So yeah, tell me what y'all think about that baby getting scalded. Do you think that her parents should have the right to sue Little Caesars Pizza for that baby getting scalded? I'm really curious. I'm not even gonna, I will read your comments, and I won't even comment if you're like, yes, they need to sue. Okay, I accept it. I'll put like a little thumbs up beside your comment, even if you say no, they don't need to sue, or you're this and you're that. That's your opinion, and I will allow you to have it. And I would put a thumbs up so that you know that I seen your comment. I just would like to say, please no arguing with each other. I don't care what you say to me or about me. That is fine. Like I always tell people, whatever you say, it might be true. And that was like one of the things that happened when I was younger. That's when people were like, oh, so-and-so's talking about you. And I'm like, well, it might be true. And they go, well, do you know what she said? No. And they, well, she said this. Okay. Was it true? It might be. That's what I always say. It's like if somebody's like, oh my gosh, you're ugly. Okay. And, people's like, well, are you going to get mad? No, because that's their opinion. If they think that I'm ugly, then I'm ugly to them. Now, it's different if I think I'm ugly to myself. That's a totally different thing. But if someone tells me, you're ugly, okay, that's your opinion of me. That's not my opinion of me. Somebody tell me I'm fat. Yes, I am. Okay, tell me something I don't know. In the famous words of Selena Gomez, tell me something I don't know. Something I don't know. How many inches in a mile? How many? Sorry. I like that. I like her version of Cinderella. Cinderella. But anyways, with Jane Lynch. I like Jane. She's pretty funny. But I always said if I'm gonna be famous, I want to be like her, because they were asking what's one thing she regret her show business, and she's like, she regret never saying no to a part. So like if they're like, we want you to play, you know, a crackhead, she was like, yeah. Which I want to be like that, but sorry, I want to be like that, but my thing is, I don't want to say no unless it's going to hurt someone else. Like, if they're like, we need you to play a person stabbing a kid, I'm going to have to say no, because I don't want that on my resume of, you played in a movie where you killed the kid. No. Because I was thinking about Oprah when she was in Beloved. I couldn't have played that part. I could not, because I don't care if it was dummy doll bags or whatever. Just the thought of you taking your kids by the ankles and busting their head against a fireplace. That's something I don't even want. Like, I know it was fake, but just the point of it, I can't. Because I love kids. I love babies so much. Like I love people, but like babies, kids under, I'm going to say under 12 are my favorite. I got a couple kids over 12 that are my favorite too. But of course, their family, nieces and nephews, and my brothers and my sister. Well, she's not my favorite, but she's up there with one of the people that I tolerate. But anyway, so yeah, so tell me if y'all like this video. I think I'm gonna put this for the 16th also, because I got the girls' taste test, the Hershey. Hopefully y'all watched it, because this will be out after their video. But so yeah, tell me what y'all think, if the parents should sue Little Caesar Pizza. Bye.